What's up, guys? Nate the Boss here, coming back at you with another Packer reactions video. And today, I'm going to be giving my reactions to the Packers and the Cardinals. Packers pull away with this one, 34-13. I will say about this game, I am very impressed with the flow and the consistency of the offense. I thought the first drive, I thought that was going to be a sign of things to come for this game. It's going to be one of those weird ass games where it's like the offense is just so inconsistent. But no, we actually found a rhythm, and I know the Cardinals were pretty banged up within the game and going into the game, but our offense really just caught fire, and especially in the second quarter. I think that's when we really got our confidence through the roof. And being ahead by 17 and that fumble by Jaden Reed, which even if there wasn't a horse collar, that really could have sparked the momentum for the Cardinals. Unfortunately, we got bailed out by a horse collar and offsetting penalties, so that kind of gave us a little bit of a break, and then we went on to score a touchdown about maybe a few plays later. I'm not entirely too sure. Actually, no, they replayed the down, and Keyshawn Nixon got a huge-ass return, and then Jordan Love hit Christian Watson on a dime. Very impressive second quarter and first half in general. But then the defense kind of, they got into their soft coverage bullshit, and they gave up a cheap touchdown right before half, and then Jordan Love throws a pick, which honestly, shut up with all the talk about these Jordan Love interceptions. It's okay, that one was on Bo Melton. Bo Melton slipped, and honestly, I'll give Jordan Love the benefit of the doubt. It really wasn't his fault. It was Bo Melton's, and then the defense did a really good job holding the Cardinals to 3, and they held the Cardinals to 3 right out of halftime. And hell, I mean, the Cardinals could have made it a 3-point game midway through the third quarter. But I'm really impressed with the defense today, and them getting 3 takeaways in the second half really made it a little bit more at ease for me, I will say. And Packers got another touchdown and then a field goal in, I believe, the fourth quarter, and then another takeaway, and that kind of put the salt in the wound, and we got the job done. And overall, I'm just very impressed. And I will say about Jordan Love, he was a little bit rocky to start, but then once he started to get in rhythm and he was getting several consecutive completions, I'm like, you know what, I can fully trust him. So I'm kind of a bit short on breath right now. I don't know why. It's been a lot going on right now, I will say. So excuse if I need a few moments to catch my breath. We're starting to get into that cold and flu season. Which reminds me, I gotta go get my flu shot. But yeah, I pretty much kind of summarized it all in 4 minutes, pretty much. I think the run game overall was pretty impressive, and the offensive line did their job. And I know there were that one touchdown drive. I know we got bailed out by some penalties in the third quarter, but I mean, hey, those gave us a first down, and I mean, I'd rather prefer that than sending Brayden Narveson out to kick a field goal, because, I don't really trust Brayden Narveson kicking field goals anymore, which, Brayden Narveson, I know that was a 44-yarder, but anything inside of 50 should be a layup. But having a very inconsistent kicker, I mean, this one didn't cost us the game, but it's now re-questioning my trust in Brayden Narveson. If Brayden Narveson made that field goal, now I'm starting to trust Brayden Narveson a little bit more. But now if, like, Brayden Narveson's making his kicks every week, I'm going to start to trust him. But now since, I'm not trusting Brayden Narveson, it's starting to get me to think, like, we sign Brandon McManus or not? But I'm thinking, LaFleur is going to be like, we'll just keep him around. He's human, whatever. But, he's missed like 5 kicks in 6 games. And if I was the GM, I'm not cutting any more slack. It's like you're on your last strike, man. If you keep consistently missing kicks these next coming weeks, I'm cutting your ass, because that's just not acceptable. It is not acceptable. But overall, I think the offense just moved the ball pretty well and were able to get some points. It wasn't like the Vikings game in the first half where Jordan Love was coming back from that MCL sprain, and like Jordan Love's mobility, I mean, he did a pretty damn good for, coming back off the MCL sprain. He was moving around pretty well. He was able to improvise and make some plays. It looks like mobility wasn't really much of an issue today. Overall, I think the offense just didn't have a lot of slip-ups today. But the defense, I get it. You only held them to 13 points, okay, but they didn't get a lot of pressure on Kyler Murray. Maybe they got like two or three pressures maybe throughout the game, and they didn't really blitz a lot. They probably brought like 5 at most. No, I want to see some more blitzing, because this is, I know you don't want to blitz Kyler Murray or and whatnot, but I think next week we gotta start like bringing the heat, because I think a lot of the second half was just kind of the soft coverage bullshit, 4-man rushes. I'm actually surprised when I checked the stat sheet, we didn't even get a single sack. But the one strength I found out today about this defense, they're kind of the bend but don't break kind of defense. And now it's getting me to trust them a little bit. It kind of gets me a little scared sometimes, letting these teams hang around. And I know it's football. They're gonna hang around till the end. But I just don't want this to be a consistent habit. And I'm not expecting us to blow everybody out every single game. But now that we strung together 2 wins in a row, it's got a lot of confidence going up against the 5-1 Texans, which I'm going to be going to that game next week. And if we can win that one, now I'm really talking about maybe some division championship aspirations, depending on what happens with the Viqueens, which the Viqueens, they're not slowing down. They had the week off today. And the rest of the NFC North, the Lions are playing right now against a banged-up Cowboys team, and then Bears beat the Jags in London. Yes, that's right. They beat the Jags in London today, and I think we're still technically not in dead last, but 4-2, we're looking pretty damn good. And I know the NFC is going to be a gauntlet, more specifically the NFC North, because every team after this week is going to be 500 yet again. I at least just want to be a wild card. I was thinking maybe 11-6 after that loss to the Viqueens, but if we can just have this consistent rhythm, I think maybe we're talking like 13-4. I know we'll have a few slip-ups here and there, but like if we just keep on dominating like we did today, and I know it's against the Cardinals, but if we do this to just about every team on our schedule, and I know that we might have a fluky game and here and there, but I'm fully confident in this team moving forward overall, except like the defensive pressure, the amount of defensive pressures and the blitzes and the soft coverage bullshit. Other than that, I think it was just a very all-around impressive win. I'm kind of concerned about Josh Myers, but I think our offensive line depth is pretty solid. And, we got Jordan Morgan back, having Jair and Christian Watson back definitely gives me a lot more confidence in this team starting to get back healthy. Hopefully Marshawn Lloyd comes back, but overall, just I know I can trust Emmanuel Wilson, which he had a phenomenal game on only 10 touches. And then Josh Jacobs, he had under 4 yards per carry, but overall as a team, I think we had 4 or 5 yards a carry. If we can do that consistently, I'm starting to trust this team moving forward. But anyways, that's all I got in this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Go Pack Go.